like you both, obviously you've shown what you've been made of the whole competition, but tonight I really got to know both of you on a different level. And I wanted to know what you felt within you the songs brought out.
Okay, so I did Love Triangle by Rayshun, and that song is it's a very special and emotional song, especially if you've been through what it talks about, which is divorce. And I think getting to share a side where I'm telling a story and putting myself into shoes that I've never really been into was for me, it was very emotional, and it was also groundbreaking, I think, for myself, just me personally, because I realized that you can go there, you can tell stories that you've never been in, but still be able to emote that to people, because I feel like, wow, what if that happened to me? And that's where
maybe you're an actress too.
Maybe I'm gonna be in movies next year, we'll see.
I think there's a possibility, and I really love that it showed off your softness. Like, to me, what your song showed me, it's not always about like, oh, I can scream this high note. Sometimes it's about keeping it within, and that draws people in. And that's what I felt when you were singing.
That's one of the biggest things that I've learned in the past like 2.5 weeks, is that that's where I want to be. And I get a lot of like requests, I notice on my like social media, is like, hey, do something like what you did in your battle, or like because I showed that I can do a little bit more than what I've been doing. And the thing that I just want people to know is that you don't have to do that, even if you can.
Right.
I want to be a storyteller, and I want to tell stories, and I don't need to go there to do that. So I think that's like the big thing I want people to take from.
I got that for sure. And how about you, my love?
Oh, well, me, my love. So the song for me, Grant Green, which is a fairly new song, and
it was amazing. It was made for you.
I hope America feel the same way. No, so I think it brought out the more fun, soulful, James Brown-ish in me, and then the whole little thing. First of all, I've been digging this whole new soul vibe that I just kind of like slightly. I didn't find it, but I mean, it's always been in the back. But
that's new for you. I feel like it's been running through your veins since you were a little baby, since you were birthed.
I've always listened to that type of music, but I never expected to be singing this type of music still, only because I didn't know it was. How can I put it?
You didn't know that it was going to be commercially viable.
Exactly. Yeah. And I didn't think it was going to be current enough. Thank you. You helped me out.
I know you. Yeah. I knew you were
no, and I didn't think it was going to be current enough. So when I first got the song, I'm like, oh man, wow, this is pretty cool. It's an old song, but it still has that mix to the new school vibe, so which made it pretty cool. And that's the lane I want to go. If I can mix the old school, like the Teddy P's and like the Otis Reddings and the James Brown, and if I can mix them to these days with like Bruno Mars, and like if I can mix that sound and that feeling together, I'm all right.
See, that's what I love about what both of you did, because they could not have been more different as far as styles. But what you both brought to them was emotion and realness. And I think that's the thing you always remember whenever you're doing anything here, and I know you both do, but people just want to feel something.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it is. Exactly. As long as you evoke something out of them, you're on the money.
Who said it best? James Brown said it best.
James Brown, baby.
Feeling. It's about the feeling.
That's damn right.
We are just team talk a lot.
We're on fire. We're on fire.
Did I sound good?
I love it.
That was great.
Gentlemen, the Vernatics.
And Rayshun
Nation. Wait, what are the names of your teams that we're going with?
So my fans are called the Vernatics.
Vernatics.
And mine are called Rayshun Nation.
I love it. So, okay, this is kind of random, but I was watching you all tonight, and I noticed that pretty much everyone had backup singers. And I was thinking, because we've all been in those positions where we're kind of in the background, maybe we're not doing exactly what we want to do. Have either of you gotten a chance to talk to anyone, and like any of the backup singers, and find out what their story is? Like, do they want to be the voice? What's their story?
We get to talk to them all the time.
We get to talk to them all the time, but I never really thought to be like, hey, what else do you do outside of here, or what are your aspirations?
Well, you're pretty busy, so I get it.
So I mean, but when we are talking to them, all of them are super cool, super talented. They can all sing, they can all play, they can all read music, and they catch on to things just like that. So I mean, if I wasn't doing the upfront thing, definitely be in the back with them.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
they're all artists
they're on point.
themselves, you know. But I think being a background vocalist actually makes you stronger because you learn a lot, especially harmonies, which like for me I didn't even know how to do before I came here. So like,
oh my gosh, that was always what scares me in the knockout rounds when you have to sing those insane harmonies. Where you like, I feel like I would have. I can't say what I would have done, but a swear word. Going into this next week, you've shown so much of yourself. I believe you'll both be here next week, so I'm not even going to like contemplate the idea that you won't. We're putting it in the air from my lips to God's ears. So what do you hope to show of yourself next week that the audience hasn't seen yet? Oh, he had something.
Go ahead, baby.
So I really, really want to like, I mean, I know I did a little bit of slow but fast last week with Try a Little Tenderness, but this week coming up, hopefully, maybe, I want to milk the audience.
Go ahead.
I want to close the door. No, I want to do something real slow and real, not necessarily intimate, but just like,
oh, I don't know if I can handle it, honey.
I want them to see, you know, I can do the yelling and all that. Not the yelling. I can do the rock stuff and the soul stuff, but I just want to just calm it down.
Please do.
Like, give everybody a chance to breathe for a second.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of breathing going on. Panting, maybe. Woo! I'm already I'm sweating.
So, yeah, I just want to, that's what I want to do. I want to just flat foot, sing, slow, milk, smooth,
vitamin D,
croon.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Totally. Me, what do I want to do next week? I've been toying with like the idea of doing an upbeat song. You know, I know a lot of people would probably like enjoy something from, you know, me, what I've been doing, but you know, at the same time, I've never really been one for the crazy upbeat song, so I'm not sure if I want to just do it, you know, to try for America just to get votes, or if, you know, like, I think I'm found the lane that I want to be in. It sounds weird, like I've been singing the same sort of music the whole time, but I finally in these past 2 weeks found kind of the exact path. Like, you know, like Strawberry Wine, that soft, subtle. That was the first time I really did that on the entire show. But that's what I want to be.
My favorite, sorry to interrupt.
What's your favorite of his?
My favorite of his is Try a Little Tenderness. I can't. I like, they will have. I'm gonna do it. Am I gonna do it? Not.
I knew it was coming.
No, it's so good. No, but I think that just what I want to do every week is be myself, and I think that if people are understanding that, then, you know, then maybe they would vote me through, you know, not necessarily, oh, she didn't do like an upbeat song this week, or she didn't do. So I think that, yeah, that's my main goal, is to just stay myself throughout.
Be who you are.
Change, because it becomes a challenge after a while when you're like, what can I do to make people like me more sometimes? But then you're like, no, I want to do what I want to do, and the people who like you are gonna.
Being who we are and making human connections is really the only reason we're alive. So as long as you do that with your music, you're set, baby cakes.
Set, baby cakes.
I love you both. I can't wait. Yay! And I can't wait to see you next week.
Yes.
Thank you.